Okay, so submitting data for different activities that have happened in the school. I go to this tab here, School Activities, at the top of the page, and you'll see there's a drop down where it says Activity Challenge, Physical Activities and Sport, and then I can log swimming achievements as well. To start with Activity Challenge, I just click on Activity Challenge. This takes me through to my Activity Challenge homepage, and as I scroll down, you'll be able to see top line here how many different activity challenges have been entered and uploaded, and the average number of pupils each time. There's a tab here where I can read a guide on how to deliver the activity challenge, and then as I scroll down there are all the previous challenges that have happened in my school based on the classes that have taken them. So I've got the dates here when they've taken them, the class, and then the average score across the class for each of the 3 challenges. What I can do as well, I can go into each class and view details and then see a breakdown of each child and what their scores were on that particular challenge, which is good information to feed back to the child, parents, class teacher, and really sort of give that child a bit of inspiration to try and beat their score from last time. Okay, so to submit a new challenge score, click on the Submit Challenge tab here at the top of the page. That takes me through to this page where I write in where I did this latest challenge. So we might say PE class, and the date. So I'll just leave it at March 11th, 2016, but I can change that if I want to. And then I select my class based on the classes that have been uploaded right at the beginning when I register my HASS account. So these are the classes that are in my school and are full of the information that I uploaded right at the beginning. So let's click on class 3H. I then click next step. That takes me through to this page here where I can start to submit and add results for each child in that class. So I click on the Add Result tab. That then gives me a drop-down list of all the children that are in the class that I've just selected. So in this example, it's class 3H. So let's stick with Amelia. And then I can either free type the scores in, or I can scroll up and down. So throwing, let's go 40. Jumping, let's go 40 as well. And then running, let's go 8. And then that's the score submitted for that child. If I wanted to add another child, because more likely than not, I will be doing groups of children, I'll then add another result. Again, go back to my drop-down list, and then I can type in the scores for this child as well. So let's go 8 there. All right, and then I would do that for the whole class or for the whole group of children that I've taken that particular challenge. Once I've done submitted the scores for all of the children, I would then click Submit Results. That then takes me back to my Activity Challenge homepage, and if I scroll down to the bottom, you'll see my scores, my average scores for those 2 children on that date in that class, 3H. What I can then do is go into View Details, and then it gives me a breakdown of the children that just took that activity challenge. If you make a mistake, you can click on Action, and if I scroll down, I can just delete that challenge. Okay. What it will do then is every time I submit a new challenge, that new challenge score goes into my activity challenge dashboard, and then I can hone in on the class that I've just done submitted the challenge for and see what their progression is. Okay, then we come on to physical activities and sport. So this is where I log any activities, any sport-specific activities, any multi-sport activities that all the children in my school are participating in. So as I scroll down, you'll see at the top you get a headline of all the entries that have been entered into this particular HASS account, that the total amount of minutes that those entries add up to, and the average number of pupils that are participating in those entries at any one time. Really simple. I just click on the year groups or year group that I want to upload information and data for. I can select their key stage if I want. I don't have to do that. and I don't have to select the year group. I can just do key stage as well. So let's just do key stage 1 for this one. I can write in, I can highlight if there were any playtime ambassadors. So if you've got any year 5 or year 6 playtime ambassadors that were involved in the facilitation of this, I can free text and describe what type of activity it was, log the date, log the time of event. So it could be a before school breakfast club, and let's put in here multi-sport breakfast club. The duration, let's put in here 1 hour. You can either select a sport if it was a sport specific session, or you can select a more general activity. So let's say team challenges we did this morning, or if it's a PE lesson, I can select a unit of PE. And then I submit how many pupils were involved, so let's say 30, and I submit how many boys and how many girls were involved. You'll see that there are asterisks next to some of the fields, and if there's an asterisk next to a field, it means you have to populate that one. Once I've filled out as much information as I can or I want to, I then go down to the bottom of the page, I click save, and then it tells me here that my entry has been logged successfully, and if I go down to the bottom, it then lists that recent activity. I can then go into action. If I view details, I can then see a bit more information about that particular entry. That then gets added to these top boxes here, so you'll see the entries has gone up by 1, the minutes has gone up by 60 minutes, and the average number of pupils has gone down slightly based on the numbers that I put in. So that's a really simple way of uploading and adding new physical activities and sports, and this can be used for breakfast clubs, lunchtime clubs, after school clubs, any extended schools provisions that the children are doing activities in, also PE classes and any other sort of physical activity, clubs, classes or groups that you want to log. If I go back to the dashboard, the minutes then get added on to my total minutes. And then the final part of this section is the swimming data uploading. So once I click on swimming, it takes me through to this page here, and you've seen this before. This is where we manage our year groups, and this is where we uploaded our year groups initially when we first registered our HASS account. What I can do is each class has got its own swim list based on the children that I uploaded when I first uploaded my class lists. If I click on manage swim list, you'll see here that it's got a list of the children on the left hand side, their gender, and then a series of boxes where I can select their swimming achievements. So you'll see I can click on either 5 meters, 10 meters, 25 or 50. Every time I select a new swimming achievement, so if a child has managed to swim 25 meters or 50 meters and I select a box, I need to click save. That then updates that particular class. Those stats then go back onto my dashboard, and here you can see percentage of children in my school that can swim 25 meters and percentage of children in my school that can swim 50 meters. So that's a really easy, simple, step-by-step guide on how to upload school activities and physical activities across the whole school day through the activity challenge, physical activities and sport, and swimming.